Hey guys, so for today's drawing, I am drawing Thoma from Genshin Impact, because why not? I've been doing a lot of Genshin Impact characters, and there's been new ones coming out. Um, So I was kind of like, oh, which character should I draw? And I was like messaging my friends about it, and they were like, oh, you should draw Ito, which is the new character. I think it's Ito. He's like this big Ito. He's this big character build. He has a lot of muscle definition compared to the other characters. I will say most of the other characters haven't been super muscular. There's like tall characters like Kaya and Diluc and Master Zhongli, but they're not really like the super muscular build when it comes to like the art style. I feel like a lot of it again is based, I know I said this in other ones, but in other videos, but I feel like a lot of it is based on like the Chinese, like Asian culture of like what looks attractive. So that's why there's not a lot of especially for the Chinese part, because MiHoYo is Chinese, so not a lot of characters are like super buff. They're very lean and tall and fit, but they're not like super buff characters. So seeing Ito is kind of like a surprise to me, because honestly, that's more like he fits more of like a Japanese character that you would normally like. So yeah. I don't know if I will pull for Ito when he comes out, to be honest, just because I don't know. I really wanted Goru, and that was pretty much it for the most part. And then for 5 stars, I wanted to wait for like reruns of Xiao and Albedo if those are coming out. I know there was hints about Albedo. I don't know about Xiao, but I'm still waiting for those. But yeah, anyways, I decided to draw Thoma. Thoma is not really this character that I like really like, but he's kind of in between in terms of like his design is cute, but it's not really like something I'd be super into in terms of like characters. His personality is pretty nice too. Like he likes helping out, and he's like a housekeeper when it comes to stuff in like where I think he's with Ayaka or something. I forgot. But he works with her, and he basically cleans up like the house and stuff like that, which is interesting for a male character design in terms of like personality and what they're into doing for like their job and stuff like that. But he's also good at like talking and negotiating with people. Um he kind of fits in between Kaya and Childe, I want to say, but less like he still has that like flirty aspect of those characters, but he's less of that, and he's more super kind. Um but yeah, he's kind of in between Childe and Kaya when it comes to like personality wise. But he's not super into fighting like Childe is, in terms of like he's good at fighting, but he's not like super showy when like he doesn't show off in terms of like when I saw him in the storyline. Um, but he is kind of like a little bit like Kaya in terms of like flirtiness as well. But yeah, I think his hair is super cute. It looks like he has a little sprick on his head. I noticed a lot of characters in the game have that, where they have like this swoopy thing on their head. I guess that's just the design they went for. But I feel like it makes the characters look a bit too similar, in my opinion, when it comes to like hair. But he does look like he has shorter hair. He has like a short ponytail on, like a thin ponytail behind him too. I just didn't bother drawing it waving out. Instead, I kept it at his back. He has like this golden hairstyle, which is really cute. His eyes are green, which are interesting, because I don't know. I'm like sitting next to my shower pillow when recording, and I'm just looking at him, and I'm like, oh, because Xiao's eyes are kind of like this golden color, like Thoma's hair, but Xiao's hair is like a green color, so I guess it matches. They're like inverse of each other. Super cute. Um, Here I'm just trying to color in all the gold parts. I didn't really do that much detail on his badges, to be honest, that he wears on his right side, just because like the scaling was a bit small for me, so there's a couple things that I left out for design. Also, the folded part of his sleeve that's near his forearm, like his elbow area, to be honest, also there was like some sort of pattern design between brown and black, but I ended up skipping that and just coloring it like a darker brown color, just because the design was a bit complicated, and figuring out everything in different poses and finding all the references was kind of a bit difficult. So at the end I just simplified some parts. I've noticed a lot of the Inazuma designs have like some of them have a lot of these rope things on their arm, which Thoma does have on his left arm, like his shoulder. But I don't know, it looks like backpack straps, to be honest. I don't know, like there's a lot going on when it comes to like the rope designs that they use, but I don't know, it looks cool, but at the same time I'm not really like fond of drawing that much like ropes, so yeah. I have to say my favorite part about his outfit would have to be his red jacket and the actual like horns that he has, those fake horns, that headband that he wears. It kind of sucks that some characters it's not real, so like they wear like horns, and I know Sayu has like a tanuki tail, but it's like a stuffed tail. Kind of, in my opinion, I wish those were like real tails. But we do have a lot of characters like that have like actual ears and tails too, like Sucrose and I think it's Diona. She has actual cat ears and cat tails. But yeah. But Thoma's overall design looks like a dragon, which is super cool. So now I'm just coloring in the black parts that are first on like his armbands and stuff. Again, I didn't add all the detail for like those armor parts that he has on his arm. That as well, like, I don't know, the reference was kind of hard to see all the details, especially with like how he was posing in most of the references. It was more like on the side, and I couldn't really see all of that, so it was a bit difficult. I wanted to do a pose, but not super actiony, but at the same time not entirely like the poses that I've done before. So I ended up doing a pose where he was like crossing his arms and letting his elbow rest on his other arm and just having his hand up. Um, I don't know. I was thinking about doing like a more cuter pose or a more actiony pose, but I couldn't decide, so I just went for like something that's a bit generic. But I think it does look cute though. I think the hardest part for his outfit is that he has like these lines on his left arm for his jacket design, and they're very like small stitching designs that happen, which look cool, but like in terms of drawing it, it was kind of like tedious for that part, so I wasn't really like super excited about coloring that arm specifically, but I tried my best. I was also thinking about leaving his right like glove off and like the armor piece off, but I decided to draw it, even though it was like a lot of stuff to like draw, like small things, and then I had to color around it in like black and then have like the gold outlined pieces. I don't know. For me, it was like I was debating on whether or not to keep it as simple as possible, but I did want it to be close to accurate at least. So I kept all the pieces of his clothing, at least for the most part. I'm actually waiting to show this to my coworker because she really likes Thoma. She said she was gonna pull for him, but she's afraid because I think she's at her pity, so she might actually get. Who was it that was the 5-star now? Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was I don't know, my mind is blanking on who the 5-star is with Thoma. Oh, it's Hu. Like, I think she wanted Hu because she's tempted to get her because she's super cute. But the thing is, like, I think my coworker also wants to save up for like Ito as well. And Ito is a 5-star, so if she gets Hu, and then we don't know who's coming in the next banner because it hasn't been announced. I don't know if by the time you guys see this it will be announced or not, but like basically the time I'm filming it hasn't been announced, so I'm still waiting and seeing who's like the next banner. Um but yeah, Thoma, I pulled for him and I got him first try and then I got his C1. I didn't really completely want Thoma because I knew like I'll probably level him up, but I wouldn't use him as much as like other players would. I know my friend has him and he's still leveling him up, but for me, I don't know. Like, I'm still on the edge about like switching between like who's my actual main team. I'm making a second team for like the Spiral Abyss, but to be honest, when I do that, it's very difficult because I already have like a couple characters that I plan on like, oh, I want them for sure, but it probably might take me like a long while to get because most of them are 5-star characters, so it might be more difficult for me to get. But basically, anyways, like, I don't know if I'll put Thoma on one of my teams. That's just me though. Like, honestly, his character design is cool and his shield is really useful. Not gonna lie, like, it's really tempting to put him on my team, but I've been working on like Diluc for the past couple days because I just got Diluc like a month ago. So yeah, I'm pretty late with like getting Diluc to be honest because my other friend has him, but my other friend's brother doesn't have him. So yeah, we're just Kaya mains the whole time. But yeah. So now I am coloring in the red part of the jacket, the part that I like the most. Red is honestly my favorite color. That's why a lot of characters that I like normally have red. I was surprised that I like Kaya more than Diluc though, like in terms of like even the design. Diluc has a really cool jacket though. But basically I was surprised that I like Kaya more because Kaya does have blue and he's more of an icy character. While I normally prefer fiery characters for like video games and stuff like that, so kind of surprised that that was like a twist. But basically, Thoma has like a really nice red jacket, so I really like the design of it. Anything that has like a high collar is super edgy too. So I don't know, that's just one of those things where it's like the collar is super high. I like those as well. And then I'm shading it. I can't believe every time I talk about Genshin, it starts like I start nerding out to the point of like no tomorrow. Like, especially when I'm doing like these drawing videos. I know it might bore some people. They might be like, can you talk more about the drawing? But I'm like super into it at this point. Like, it's too much. And now I'm coloring the last part, which is like on his belt area, like his waist area. He has like this belt thing. I forgot what it looks like. He kind of has like this samurai thing, but it looks like a bit like a trench coat design, the way it's made, which is super cool. But yeah. And now I'm outlining it. I know the lighting has changed because I was filming from like late afternoon, so got a bit dark. Again, this happened in my Master Zhongli drawing video as well. It got dark, and this time I had my light on, but it's still affected from like the moonlight coming through my the darkness from outside coming through my like blinds, so I do apologize, it's a bit dimmer. I gave him a friendly smile because Thoma's super friendly. I didn't know up till now, which is sad, but every time I see Diluc in the game, he has like this sad face going on. Even when I did like a happy face, his happy face looks so sad, like he feels depressed. So yeah, but I didn't know, and my friend didn't tell me. So yeah. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see all the process work, I'm taking pictures and they will be posted on my social media in the description box below. You can check them out, like and follow those, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you like it, if you want to. But yeah, so that's basically it for Thoma. I think he turned out pretty good. The pose was kind of a bit off, to be honest. I think I drew his shoulders a bit too broad. Again, I keep doing that for characters. But yeah. But most of the character designs, I mainly like looked at My Hero Academia for like muscle reference before. So if you notice that I drew my characters a bit more buff than they are in Genshin, it's just because that's how I normally draw characters in my style. So yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's basically it. I'm still debating if I should draw a child though, or aka Tartaglia, so leave a comment in the description box below if you want me to draw him in my style, because I'm still debating on that, to be honest, because he's not really my favorite character, but I do like his design. It looks a bit cool, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel about it completely, so leave a comment if you want me to draw him. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!